Hi guys and welcome to a brand new video here on the View from the Crowd channel, and today we are going to be looking at the hypothetical question of who would you put in your Euros 2020 squad if it was to go ahead. Obviously it's been cancelled and postponed till next year, but it still poses an interesting question to see who would have been in, well, our four teams for this year's, well, what would have been this year's Euros. I'm joined by Ollie Hopewell, Oliver Eaton, and Sam Redgate Large for this video. And yeah, let's just crack on. So we've all come up with a 23-man team that hopefully you put some effort into, because I know I haven't. So,
what a great start.
First of all, 3 goalkeepers. So it's mandatory for in the Euros that you pick at least 3. So Sam, let's start with you. Who have you chosen for your 3 goalkeepers?
I've gone with Jordan Pickford, Dean Henderson and Nick Pope. I thought it was pretty straightforward, to be honest, with the goalkeepers. I don't think there's pretty much that much to debate, really.
Eaton?
Yeah, same as Sam. First choice, Pickford. Get Henderson in there and Nick Pope.
Ollie?
I mean, I've picked the same 3 goalkeepers in Pickford, Pope and Henderson, but I'd say that Pickford does not get in my team. I'd say Henderson starts, Pope's a sub.
I've gone with, Pickford, Henderson and Pope as my 3 goalkeepers. But that, Ol raises a good point there. Like, there was a lot of debate on whether Pickford should be starting goalkeeper. So have all of you chosen Pickford as your starting goalkeeper, or is it Henderson or Pope?
I've started Pickford because he's the most experienced. I know he's made quite a few mistakes, but I don't think you can chuck Henderson in, considering, he's had one good season in the Premier League and he's come from, lower divisions. He's not quite got the experience. You are forgetting Pickford has played at a World Cup, got to the semi-finals with that, played against the likes of Colombia and Croatia. So you've got to remember that when you're picking the team as well. He might not have had the best season, but experience is part of it.
Eaton?
Yeah, no, I totally agree again with Sam there. But with Dean Henderson, he has had a good Premier League season. Obviously, it's not finished yet, but I think he's certainly one for the future. It's going to be him and Nick Pope, certainly for the next World Cup if we do qualify. I think it'll be between them 2. But for this one, Pickford's got the experience. He did the World Cup, the previous one. He has to be starting for this one again.
I think when you're picking goalkeepers, you've got to go someone off form. Like, yeah, there's a lot of experience in Pickford, but Pope's been performing admirably and Henderson's just been the best English keeper this season, I think. And he's a Man United loanee. More than likely, once De Gea sort of starts to dip more in form as he is doing at the moment, United will want him to be their new starting number 1. So he's got a future. And I think at the minute he is in better form than Pickford. So need to go off current form rather than the reputation, because if reputation, we'd still be playing Wayne Rooney in the England team.
Yeah, I sort of go with the sort of Eaton. So I've gone Pickford in goal because just I know for England he's a pair of safe hands, and I quite like him. Even though I did make a video a few weeks back slagging him off completely.
Ignore that.
Yeah, but I think Dean Henderson is definitely with the shout. Maybe 3rd group game, you whack Henderson in goal, just see how he gets on, and then if he does perform a lot better than Pickford, then definitely start him in the knockouts if we get
it's quite
that
sad
far.
that even as a Stoke fan, I didn't even consider Jack Butland for goal because he's just not cutting it anymore, is he? Really, it's quite upsetting.
Jack Butland was one of those players that, like one of the few Championship players that ever get a shout, and he's just not there anymore.
Yeah.
Right. All right, go on, Ethan.
If the England friendlies or warm-up games would have gone ahead during this period or just gone, it would have been interesting to see Dean Henderson in goal for those 2 games, see how he does play with England. But obviously with those 2 games being postponed, you would still keep with Pickford.
Also, we can't forget that Kyle Walker did a man of the match performance in goal for Man City, so he's always in for a shout. Worst case scenario.
Right. Anyway, speaking of defenders, Sam, what defenders have you chosen at the back?
Right, so I think defenders is actually the most difficult decision for me. I have, how many defenders do I have there? I have 9 defenders. This is how many defenders I have.
Remember, are you playing a back 3, back 4?
I'm playing a back 4, so.
Okay. At least you've got plenty of subs then.
I'll just start off with like, do you want me to start off with centre backs or just
go
name
with,
them all?
just go through.
So I've got Joe Gomez, John Stones, Harry Maguire, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kyle Walker, Ben Chilwell, Luke Shaw, Fikayo Tomori, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Okay.
They're my 9 defenders.
9 defenders. Ethan, do you have 9 defenders? He's completely frozen. I think he's...
I'll go, shall I?
Just take it to Ollie.
I've got 8 defenders, so I've tried to get 2 of each position. So my back 4 starting would be Chilwell, Maguire, Stones, and Trent Alexander-Arnold. I don't think Luke Shaw will get to sniff at this side. I think Brandon Williams has outclassed him all season for United. I agree with Joe Gomez, but I'd go with Tarkowski. And again, I wouldn't like Kyle Walker anywhere near this team because I think Aaron Wan-Bissaka has just been better than him. So, yeah, I'd start Chilwell, Maguire, Stones, and Trent.
Right, Ian, you're back. Do you want to?
Yeah, hi. Arnold is a must pick. That's Alexander Arnold. I think, yeah, Harry Maguire. Stick Ben Chilwell in there. And then what do you need? The other side. Who the fuck plays the other side? Gomez. Does he play that side?
Kind of plays in the middle.
So what we've learned from this is Oliver Eaton pays no attention to football whatsoever.
Yeah.
Especially not Premier League football, at least.
Is Aaron Moy English? Is Colin Grant any good?
No, I generally forgot what players were English before we did this. So,
why
is Zlatan Ibrahimovic English?
I don't know.
You still finish.
Well, I'm playing a back 3 by the looks of it, so yeah, because I can't name the 4.
You played a back 3 and 2 of the 3 are fullbacks. How's that going to work? You played a back 1. Most defensive English team ever.
Right, okay, I'll go with my defenders. So I've got Alexander-Arnold, Stones, Maguire, Walker, Chilwell, Tomori, and Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, yours is pretty much the same as mine.
Yeah.
The only thing I'd say about Ollie's is with Brandon Williams and Luke Shaw. Brandon Williams has only been able to play at left wing back because Luke Shaw's been playing at centre back. And I think that for me is what's put him in the team. He's shown to be a bit more diverse. Same with Kyle Walker, actually, because Walker, if you play a 3 at the back, he can play in at centre half. So that's why I haven't got like loads of out and out centre backs like you've got Tarkowski. That's the reason I've done that. So I sort of agree.
I think Williams is, for what England need, is that pacey sort of left back that Chilwell is. I think Williams suits that role more than Luke Shaw would, and then I've gone with 4 big centre backs. But I don't think that Luke Shaw. I don't think he doesn't make it into my team. Also, I think Tomori's a good shout, but I think Tarkowski he's running about experience as we were earlier. He's one of the most experienced Premier League defenders that's not really had much of a shout. I think he gets it over Tomori.
Now we're going for Lewis Dunk, I think.
Big Dunk. Get him in.
No, I picked Tomori because, watching for Chelsea this season, he's been very impressive. You know, we've had someone, we've had Tomori lined up with the likes of Rudiger and, Zuma. And for me, Tomori's been a better player than both of them, sort of in that centre-back pairing. So I think he would be a solid substitute. I wouldn't say he'd be a regular starter in the England team. I think Southgate would still probably choose Stones and Maguire as his sort of centre-back pairing. Because it is, you say what you like about John Stones at Man City, but, for England, he does step up a lot more. And Maguire has been...
I'd agree with that.
He's been a bit of a dirty bastard. He should have been sent off. But...
We can star on this channel.
Yeah.
I do think that Trent is probably, along with Harry Kane and Sterling maybe, I think Trent's one of the first names on that team sheet for any England squad at the minute because he's unreal. He is unreal.
I think you could play him further. I think you could play Trent wherever you wanted to, and Trent would do a great job.
I think you could play Trent anywhere on the
passing.
pitch. Yeah, I think he'd be a fantastic deep line playmaker. He'd do it all.
I reckon he'll end up being like Lam as he gets older, as he loses his pace. He'll sort of go inside a little bit more and be more of a
defensive midfield. But he's still young and he's very, very fast.
I'm going to tell you one player that we've all not mentioned. Ethan probably just forgot his name, but Kieran Trippier.
Oh, I got that.
Yeah, I just wouldn't play Trippier. I don't think he's better than any of the three I named in Walker.
I think Kieran Trippier is a very, very good footballer, and he's very, again, diverse. He's almost like he's older than Trent, but he's just like him in that he can play pretty much anywhere on the pitch. He'll do a decent job. But England have got a real problem with players in that right-back position where we've got too many fantastic players. It's a tough choice. And even though he's a fantastic player, he just isn't next level for England.
Mm.
He didn't get better after the World Cup in terms of... He seemed to disappear. I know he kept out of the Tottenham squad.
Well, he's gone to Atletico Madrid now, and he's doing really well over there. Before the league got suspended, so that's why he hasn't played for Spurs. And he's playing in friggin' Spain.
I wondered why I couldn't see him.
Oh my god!
Why don't Spurs play Trippier and Danny Rose anymore? It's outrageous.
Someone just boot him out the. Someone boot him out the call.
Do you know what
please.
football is, Ethan?
Yeah.
Oh, bring Mitch in, I swear.
Eaton's going to be going. He's going to be like, yeah, I think we should play Johnny Wilkinson. I think that'd be a really great shout. His free kicks are fantastic.
I think
Ben Stokes is
deserves a shout.
Right, anyway, let's move on to...
Cam.
I'm having a stinker right now.
Right, let's go on to midfielders, maybe you... Right. So I'll start with my midfielders. So I've chosen, 6 midfielders. So Jordan Henderson, Mason Mount, Dele Alli, Jack Grealish, James Maddison, and Declan Rice.
Ooh, different.
There's one I definitely disagree with on that one.
Is that
we'll save that until we've gone through everyone.
You lot are going to despise my recommendations.
Right.
We'll let Ollie go next then.
Okay.
We'll let Ollie go because if we're going to despise him that much.
Well, because I've straight away gone for no Milner and no Henderson because I think they're both overrated. And I think Milner's not been in the international scene for a while now. And I think at the last World Cup, Henderson just didn't really pull his weight. And I just go from merit there that, I wouldn't go for him. But I have gone for... I'm almost playing like a 4-1-2-2-1 almost. It's a strange formation I've gone for. But I'd play like the deeper midfielder. I'd always thought Eric Dyer or Declan Rice. I think Dyer's the most risky player to play because he's a bit hit and miss. But I think he had a decent World Cup.
And he'll get distracted by the crowd and beat everyone up.
Yeah. So I think Dyer's the risk, but I think the most unproven player is Declan Rice that could be fantastic in an England shirt. I've then gone for both Maddison and Grealish. We're getting to my starting 11. 2 attacking players. I know, I'm playing a very attacking side, I'd say.
Yes.
Mason Mount would definitely be like the next player in that side if anyone's sort of out injured or tiredness. And then my dark horse, this entire team, I've gone for a championship player. I've gone for Calvin Phillips from Leeds. He's had a fantastic season this year.
I must say, I've not seen him play. So
he's been unreal. Every time he's given the ball away, he's fought to get it back. He's proven himself. He's next level.
Eaton, this is your area of expertise. If you want to chip in,
we're not having Leeds players in the England
squad. I feel like if Leeds don't make the step up this season, or whatever happens with this season, I feel like there are going to be some big clubs knocking on Leeds' door because Phillips he's been a very good player. I've also put one you probably won't agree with at all. I've put a shout out to Sam Clucas from Stoke because he's having a phenomenal season as well. He wouldn't get in this team, but it's just worth noting. Yeah. He's been playing well, and you might notice I've not put Dele Alli anywhere near the squad.
Yeah, me neither.
Fucking dog shit.
Okay, Ethan, how many?
Here we go, lad.
Eaton's played 15 midfielders.
For the experience in the dressing room and that, I'm bringing Jordan Henderson back. Okay, we'll get Maddison, bring him in. Then Declan Rice, again, he's building up that experience with Mason Mount as well. He'll be good. Is Harry Winks an idea as well? Because he's on the cusp.
You've been playing too much Football Manager, mate. That's all I have to say. Phil Foden, stick him in and all.
Harry Winks. I'd agree with Harry Winks, I must say.
I wouldn't.
I think Harry Winks is something different. I think he's great on the ball.
Something different, yeah, dog.
No, he reminds me of Kovacic. That's how he plays. He sort of beats players. He's got the great ability on the ball to take it round players. So I totally agree with
He's a backstabbing, dirty Croatian. So maybe he doesn't get this side.
How is he backstabbing?
we can tolerate swearing, but no subtle Croatian racism.
I want a second Balkans wall, Louis. That's what I want.
Okay.
I'm staying away from Jack Grealish, though, on this one. I'm not having it.
Am I okay to say mine now? Because mine are completely different again.
Yeah,
so I have gone with Jordan Henderson, as you probably expected, other than Ollie. Harry Winks, I've put in the team because I think he can be more of a holding player if need be, and he can play in centre mid. I've got then Jack Grealish, Mason Mount, and James Maddison all in the team. So we've not got many defensive options, but
we haven't, have we?
Well, we do. I've just got them all in defence. So, and my final player is, you're probably going to completely disagree with me on this one, but Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. I don't think you can.
I think he gets a shout.
I don't think you can. I don't think he is one of them players you can leave out, because I think he's one of them players that in the big game he'll step up. And he'll step up when you need him, and he's always got a goal in him. And
for me, he'd be like that sort of super sub, because you'd want him to play not in his sort of preferred natural attacking position. You want him to play almost like a bit more of a holding position, but then to make attacking runs. So if you've got that midfield three, you have your attacking one going attacking, you'd have Ox going up with them, and then the third kind of just dropping back into defence. It's that how I'd play it, but I think the Ox is a great shout, to be honest, Sam. I'm not dissing you at all. I agree with you.
Yeah, I thought he was. I think you've seen a lot of him this season, and I think he's only got better. It's a shame he just gets injured quite a lot. That's the only downside with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Also, Ross Barkley gets nowhere near his side, which
nowhere.
I didn't want to give Barkley a shout. Like, he's been getting too many England call-ups recently, and he's been scoring too much for England, which has really annoyed me because he never does that at Chelsea.
Hey, he scored against Liverpool.
So. It's like when he scored, you're like, oh, we've got to play him again now, haven't we? For God's sake.
That's what we did, Ollie, when we watched the Liverpool game, wasn't it? And he absolutely smacked one in, and we were like, oh no, he's going to carry on playing. Oh.
I'm watching Andy Carroll when he was at Newcastle West Ham. He scored, be like, fuck's sake, they're going to keep him for another 3 seasons now. He scored 2 goals.
But that's also Chamberlain. He was a player that I would say narrowly missed out on my 23. He was definitely someone I considered, but I didn't see how he'd sort of fit into my sort of setup and lineup that I wanted to play. So I kind of just left him. Right. Strikers now. We'll go back to the original order.
Not doing wingers?
Well, strikers, wingers are all...
Okay, so forwards.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, so Sam, start off with your forwards.
So mine is obviously dependent on fitness, and if I can get someone to come out of retirement. I'm praying, Jamie. I'm praying. So I have 5 forwards. I have Jadon Sancho, sort of
easy,
not really up for debate anymore. He's one of the best players in the world at the minute, and he's fantastic. Raheem Sterling again, not at the best of seasons, but it's Raheem Sterling, and he deserves to be in there. Then I have 3 sort of out and out strikers: Harry Kane, Jamie Vardy, if I can get him back from a retirement, and Marcus Rashford. And I put Rashford in as well because he gives you that option. If say Sancho or Sterling gets injured, you can play him out wide. So it gives you that extra option. But there's my 5 forwards I'd take with me.
Eaton, can you think of 5 forwards?
I think we're going to reach Sancho. Sancho's just going to be on, the starting lineup. Again, with Sterling, it was a key part of the 2018 World Cup, so you only had to bring him in. I can't remember what I said now. We've got Harry Kane and Rashford. I want to say Dominic Calvert-Lewin is a decent shout on this one. He seems to have he's been scoring goals for Everton in a poor Everton side. I think Jamie Vardy, he's retired. he'll probably stay that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think Calvert-Lewin's not a bad shout. I don't like him personally. I don't think he gets into this England team because of the setup we have. Like, I just feel like he'll be sort of, I don't know, a bit of a bastard. So I don't like him. That's down to me, though. He's a good player.
Yeah,
I think you take Tammy over Calvert-Lewin. They've scored the same amount of goals, so I'd take Tammy Abraham over him.
What about Danny Ings?
Well, he's in my shout-outs almost. Trying to say what I've gone for, Louis.
Yeah, go for it.
I'd be starting, my front three would be Sterling, Kane and Sancho, obviously. I think that's sort of agreed by everyone. I agree with Sam. Rashford is that player where you can play him at striker or at any sort of, even an attacking role, like attacking midfield or on either wing. He's such a diverse front man. So I think Rashford flies into the England team as well, even if it's on the bench. As much as I would love Vardy to come out of retirement, I've put him in my team because he's fantastic. People have been doubting Vardy for a while. And you can't deny that he's a class player now because he is unreal. So I've got Sancho on the right, Sterling left, Kane up front, maybe Vardy if he comes back, Rashford as well. I've actually gone with Callum Hudson-Odoi for the right-hand side. He's been a bit hit and miss this season, so he's sort of like subject to change. And I think if we can't get Vardy to come back, we should go with Danny Ings, like you said. He's one of the league's top scorers this season. He's been phenomenal. He's definitely worth a shout. Mason Greenwood has been very good this season for United. Again, worth a shout. And then again, another championship player is Ollie Watkins, the wider player that could. I don't think now's his time. I think he needs more top flight experience to get into his side, but he's there, I guess.
Can I just say, don't have a clue who Ollie Watkins is. It could have been the guy from the local pub if you'd have said that.
He plays for Brentford, mate, you uncultured swine.
Even I know that.
The Premier League is not the best league.
Slumming it down there.
The Premier League is not the best league in England, right? Okay? The Championship is the best league in England. Get to watch Ipswich go from finishing fourth to getting relegated the next season. What's not to love?
Anyway, right, for my strikers, so I had sort of Jamie Vardy in brackets because it's like, I'd love to have him, but I imagine he was staying in international retirement. So I've got, Sterling, Kane, Sancho, easy, Rashford, and then I got Tammy Abraham as well.
I think Tammy gets a good shout here.
Yeah, I just think with Tammy Abraham, I don't think he'd get in over Kane or Rashford, and I think it'd be pointless taking him because you're not going to play him. Like, that was the problem with Jamie Vardy in 2018. Like, Rashford and Kane were in good form going into that, and obviously Harry Kane's the captain. You're not going to drop the captain for anything more than the final game of the group stage. So I don't think Tammy Abraham's got a place. As much as I'd love to see him go, obviously, if Vardy didn't come out of retirement, then you've got a question. You've got your debate.
I've chosen Tammy sort of based on what was currently happening in football now. I think come the Euros, Tammy will be a lot more fitter than Kane, therefore maybe get that starting place, maybe for the first couple of games until Kane gets into full fitness.
Yeah, give him a couple of games off.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I agree that Tammy, sort of, if we got into the group past the group stages and into the knockouts, Kane would definitely be the number one starter. He'd probably start every game.
Would you have Kane as captain then for him starting?
I've never been a fan of strikers being captains. Just I always think it should be a defender.
I think it's quite an iconic thing in football when you've got a striker captain, but it's never normally efficient. Like, look at the biggest one apart from Kane I can think of would be Mario Icardi at Inter Milan, and of course the fans despised him because he's out on loan at PSG. But he was the captain, but he didn't really captain the team. He was just sort of there as a forward leader. I'd probably shout out someone like Harry Maguire in my team be captain.
I'd take Henderson. I think if you're going to do it, it's going to be Jordan Henderson. Like, Harry Maguire's probably vice-captain material at this stage, obviously, if Henderson gets injured, because Henderson's maybe a bit more injury-prone.
I thought you meant Dean Henderson, and I was like, Christ.
No, Jordan, not back. Dean. Oh, there's me going, I can barely fit him in the team, and then actually stick captain on him, you know.
I was going to say, Jordan Henderson.
I'd agree. Jordan Henderson would be my captain, and if Henderson wasn't playing, then it would be Maguire.
I don't think anyone else is really like a leader. I know that's hard to say because obviously we're not in the changing room, stuff like that. But the only other person I could think of would maybe be Raheem Sterling, but then Joe Gomez won't respect him anyway. So it's got that.
Yeah,
It's
when
got
the
that
teammates
problem
though,
with
it's
it.
different, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. Sort of.
I just think Raheem Sterling's a nice guy, so he can get captaincy.
So we'll finish up now. So I assume you'll have starting 11 sort of formations.
Yeah.
Ethan?
Yeah.
You've been awfully quiet through this.
I'll try and form a team from it.
Shall we go before you eat, so you've got a bit more time, mate?
Well,
Yeah, because we've already done our teams. If he's not done his team, then shall we?
Yeah.
yeah. Right, okay. So I'll start. So my starting 11 would be, so it's Jordan Pickford in goal. On the left back would be Ben Chilwell, Stones, Maguire, Arnold. Then I should say that I'm playing 4-3-3. Then it would be my three in midfield would be Mason Mount, Jordan Henderson, and probably James Maddison. Then my front three would be Kane up front, Sancho on the right, Sterling on the left. No.
I'd play a 4-3-3 as well. I'd start with Dean Henderson in goal. I'd play Chilwell, Maguire. Probably Maguire would be vice captain. Stones and Trent would be my back four. For holding midfielder, I'd probably start Eric Dyer. The two attacking midfielders, I'd play James Maddison and Jack Grealish. I think they've been fantastic, so they need to start. I'd start the wing with Sterling and Sancho, and Captain Kane up front.
Captain Fantastic up front. My formation is going to be a 4-3-3. I've got Jordan Pickford in goal, Ben Chilwell at left back, Harry Maguire and Joe Gomez as the centre halves, Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back. Holding midfield, I've got Jordan Henderson with Harry Winks and Mason Mount just in front. Left wing, I have Raheem Sterling. Right wing, I have Sancho. They can swap over whenever they want. They both play both. And up front, Captain Kane. It's got to be. Have you got any ideas, Ethan?
Right. So we're doing 4-3-3.
Funny that.
I'm with Pickford in goal. I think Chilwell and Arnold as fullbacks. I would have Maguire, but instead of having Stones, I would actually favour Tarkowski in this case. Don't know why.
Bold.
I don't know why. He's the only name in the top of your tongue, wasn't he?
It's the one I wrote down. Mount, I think Mason Mount for sure. He could transition in the midfield. Henderson as well to that captaincy and that experience. And then obviously I think we've all got the same front three really. Sancho, Kane and Sterling.
Did you miss out on midfielder, or am I imagining things?
I don't know. I wasn't paying that much attention.
Who did you have in midfield? You had Henderson and Mount, and who else?
Madison.
Right.
Madison.
Just drew a complete blank.
Ethan just thinks we don't need an extra midfielder. We're that good.
We're with the Euros with 10 men. No one gives.
And they were all just defenders. That's it. And Harry Kane up top.
It's going to feel like Nick Pope at striker or something. Go on, lad.
I mean,
anyway.
Southgate could double up as a player manager, I suppose. Yeah.
Player manager.
Yeah, get Frank Lampard back in as well. Why not?
I'd love to see Fat Frank.
Get the whole band back together.
England's midfield three should be Scholes, Lampard, and Gerrard.
It never worked. It never will work.
It might now. We've got more experience. The game works away from the pitch.
But that's a whole new topic of conversation.
That is something. Another video idea because I'm really struggling at the moment.
Nice.
Anyway, so yeah, that's the hypothetical question of who would we pick in our Euro 2020 squad. it'd be interesting to see how much it changes between this summer and next summer to who gets in, who won't be playing. You know, you never know. Harry Kane might have a stinker, go down to the Championship, just not. You never know with that Tottenham side, do you?
Oliver Eaton will finally discover him.
Harry Kane, he's quite good. During next, they've got to figure out Belarus' starting 11 for the Euros.
It's easy enough, yeah.
You've got to go with Xhaka up front. Come on,
lads. Thanks, everyone, for being on this. I'll plug all your Twitters in the description, because why not? And Ethan, I'll give your YouTube shout as well.
Yeah, no worries.
We're all going to feature on reviewing the Euro kits next time on his channel.
Thanks guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, follow my blog. The link for that is down in the description. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe. Thank you. My name is Gareth. Thank you.